Okay, hello, and welcome back to Scholastically Natalie, where I promise to try not to keep taking a really long time in between uploading videos, and even, dare I say, to live stream more. Again, I don't know if I can say more, it's been a while. Do I have an excuse? No, time is a meaningless object to me, and so it doesn't really feel like it's been like 4 months or 6 months or whatever it was since my last video. Once I just get absorbed into things, I forget that time passes, as all things do. Um, Also, I've recently gotten really addicted to Disney Dreamlight Valley, so that's been basically all of my spare time. And then I've gotten back into playing Dungeons and Dragons Online with my dad, so that's been the other half of my time. Um, so I'm just a little bit of a hot mess, but I might try streaming DDO once I finally finish my stupid my Bard run of Baldur's Gate 3, which I think the fact that I keep putting it off is because I just don't want to do it, but I need to finish out the campaign. And then I can do things I enjoy more, and then eventually start an honor run, because I do want to stream that. I got pretty far in my last one, but then I died, so. But yeah, I've been really enjoying playing DDO again. It gives me a lot of interesting, like, old style D&D inspiration. Um, I have also been listening to Dimension 20, which is amazing. I couldn't get into Critical Role a couple of years ago. I probably will give it a try again just to see if I can get into it. I've tried a couple times, it's not worked for me. Dimension 20, however, great, stunning. The fact that they're all improv people is probably what makes it so good. Uh, Because they're all just amazing, like, to know when to hold emotional beats and know when to just break the tension, and it's all really good. Um, that's also given me some interesting thoughts to have. I'm probably thinking about buying a Dropout subscription because I have run out of all their free stuff on Spotify and YouTube. I listen to it when I'm commuting to and fro work, and it's an hour drive, so I got through all of it. And I've been crazy enjoying it, so I'd love to see more. Uh, and because I've run out of free content on them, I've swapped over to Legends of Avantris, which I wasn't sure if I was going to get into, but I am enjoying it, even though those two campaigns are basically the exact opposite, which is maybe why it's so good. Because Legends of Avantris is definitely more how my campaigns end up going, because all of my players are kind of unserious in a good way, and we're generally not having crazy emotional moments. Shockingly, I know. Um, so I wanted to go over a couple notes that I wrote myself. Whenever I'm working, I just like randomly jot down my thoughts. I literally keep a notepad for this, because if I don't write them down, I then instantly forget them. And this time I was thinking some of these things were about actual setting prep. Some of these things were about mechanics that I could play around with. So, in terms of campaign prep, I'm looking at Lesh and Caster. So, I don't know if you followed our brief excursion into live campaign streaming. Was not very successful because, shocker of all shockers, I was extremely unmedicated and still crazy ADHD, so I'm not good at DMing online. Also, I was trying to sleep like 14 hours a day. Also, not very helpful to conducting a campaign. Uh, but now we've solved my thyroid issues, and I no longer need to sleep 14 hours a day. It's crazy how that works. Either way, so I have a setting that I like to use. I have a couple different established countries in it. I usually split up countries by race with some intermingling, and the map changes every so often with boundaries and such. I do need to re-upload the adapted map that I've made because I redesign it. Specifically for this setting, I guess spoiler to my players, if you're here, go away. Or keep listening, I guess, and you have to pretend you don't know about it. It's not anything crazy, it's just something fun, and I'm sure most of my players would probably already guess it. Um, I tend to just reuse my setting and adapt it to what I want to do. Because I like various countries I have. The players are usually amused once they figure out what I've done. And this campaign's being set way in the past of this particular setting. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with some of the established countries. So for Lesh, which is my Drow empire, they have not established themselves on the surface, which I don't remember if I had that on the map or not. I might have to change it. No surface empire. Everything is still below ground. Still has the same empress, who I think I did look up her name again because I eternally forget it despite writing it on the picture I drew of her. Castor, who is a vampiric archfey, previously a vampiric warlord, who ended up being the romantic interest of one of my player characters, is returning to his roots of being a vampire warlord. So my notes for this said, in previous incarnation of vampire warlord. Yes, with this I have his country setting up. The vampires are a growing threat to the south. South as vampires are immortal and impervious to disease. The plague is a perfect time for them to both spread out and recruit. Vampires will show minor symptoms, but do not die when infected, usually asymptomatic. Carriers. Caster's insanity / bloodlust, probably. Partially caused by the plague. I haven't quite narrowed that down because I have Castor previously going insane due to his first lover, the daughter of the Archfey Luru, being murdered and brought back as a unicorn, and he turned her into the first is it nightmare vampiric type unicorn. Okay, so that's my setting planning that I almost completely forgot about, so I'm glad I found that note again. So this would go more in line with the mechanics that I am thinking about. I don't really know where to put it. Potential mechanics, I guess. So because I have been watching Dropout, one thing that did actually catch my attention was I started the first episode of the campaign run by, oh, I know I'm gonna get her name wrong, Abrea? The Harry Potter knockoff campaign. And I really liked the adversity tokens concept that they introduced. I think I specifically would have it as a skill failure. Let's see, I had two different notes about this because I thought I lost the last one. Upon failing a skill check, obtain an adversity token. This can be used to give yourself advantage. Limit. I think I'm just gonna do 5 because that seems normal. So I was thinking we could either do adversity tokens. Since I am limiting healing for them, I think it would be nice to kind of balance that out a little bit. So I was thinking we could either do adversity tokens, and I might just have my players vote amongst themselves as how they feel about it. Alternatively, something like the Fey Twist, which I don't know if that's actually a real thing. I'm solely going off of... what am I going off of? Fey Twist. D&D 5e? Don't know if that'll tell us anything. Nope. Ah, there we go. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Twist of Fate? Nope. It's an item. Ah, Legends of Avantris. There we go. Lose your illusion. Okay. So twist effects. Okay, so Fey table / list of curses. Are you not gonna actually explain to me this? There we go. So they can be used to re-roll d20s. Oh, so it's twists per donated Twitch bits. That's funny. I honestly wouldn't mind doing something like what Avantris does. I don't think, obviously I wouldn't be doing it like this because we're not streaming it anywhere. So I guess for this one it would be, I think I'd call it something like Alter Thy Fate. Now, what am I looking for? Strings of Fate. Reroll a d20. Must roll on a table of consequences. Like, I'd be interested in finding alternative. What am I looking for? Alternative wild magic table 5e. Okay, this is the wild magic table. Not right now. Okay. Oh my goodness, you can make everybody roll a d20. That's freaking hilarious. Okay, the fashionable hat. So I don't think I'd mind some of these. Can telepathically open simple non-magical locks. That's funny. Eggshells, unable to lie, tongues. Basically, you involuntarily dance when you stand still. That's funny. A tiny fairy. Okay, this is kind of good. I don't hate this. Oh my god, you get plane shifted. I might save this. Let's see, something like the I don't know, I'm kind of excited about trying something like adversity tokens. I don't think I'm doing it quite the same way that they were on Dimension 20. I don't want to use it for fights. Because I feel like that might get a little bit too OP. Just give yourself advantage on the next skill check of your choosing. And of course, I'm probably also going to stick to giving them each an I know a guy card, because I liked doing that last time, and I think it would be helpful for them. Okay. We're gonna call this effect Absence of Healing? No. I'm gonna call it Lost Divinity. I'm just going to copy, paste. We don't need that bolded. And then, what did I just say? I know a guy. Not in all caps, please. When stuck or in need of assistance, player can invent one guy from their past that is able to help either by steering them in the direction of the right answer or providing a needed item information. I'll have to look. I think I still have some cards from my last campaign and I want to write it out properly. But basically it's like, you get stuck, you're not picking up on any hints I'm giving you, you need to pull something to help you decide something, you pull out the I know a guy. Or like, you don't like any of the options I've invented to solve an issue, I know a guy. I think somebody may have used theirs last campaign, but I'm interested to see if they'll use it and how they'll use it. I think that'll be good. So, I'll have to talk this over with my players, but this sounds pretty good to me. Our potential mechanics for this upcoming campaign is either an adversity token or strings of fate. One just allows you to accrue and spend them, but only on skill checks. The other one potentially gives you stranger and less useful consequences, but you can reroll any d20, including attacks. Though I might still want to put a counter on how many times you can use it. Like, I feel like it would be silly if they could just re-roll everything. I don't know. I have to think about... Sorry, I didn't think I was going to be this tired when I sat down. I think I'm going to have to think through how to, like, limit usage of Strings of Fate. But then I also feel like it's kind of like using your wild magic. So, you just kind of invite the consequences upon yourself. Next we have Lost Divinity. Due to Sartiana's disappearance, D4 will be subtracted from healing spells. And then I Know a Guy. When stuck or in need of assistance, player can invent one guy from their past that is able to help either by steering them in the direction of the right answer or providing a needed item or information. I think all of that will be good. We've noted down what my thoughts are for Castor and Lesh. I'm debating if I want to put us in the desert or in a very small... I think I was leaning towards the desert for our first intro session. A little bit harder to spread disease out there. Either way, those are my current thoughts. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one.